This is going to be Hockey Leveler from FBB Original Break number 1. Let's go ahead and screen share everybody in the break. Joe W, you're at the top. Katrina W, you're at the bottom. Excuse me. We're going to copy and we're going to paste this into random.org. As always, random 7 times. Let's make it happen. There's 1. Here comes number 2, 3. Watch it. Razzle dazzle. 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Rescindo at the top. Christian M is at the bottom. We're going to copy and we're going to paste this into our NHL spreadsheet. Let me pull this up here for you. And there it is right here. Boom. And let's go ahead and make this real big as we read the names and teams off here to you. Rescindo, you get the Ducks. Timothy B, Bruins. Troy C, you got the Sabres. T. Mike and Kim, you got Calgary. Dave S, Carolina. Joe W, Chicago. Clarence C, Colorado. Ron P, you got Columbus. Dave S, Dallas. Gary H, you got Detroit. T. Mike Kim, you got Edmonton. Kevin M, you got Florida. Chris S, you got the Kings. David R, Minnesota. Gary H, you got Montreal. Ron P, Nashville. Candy G, you got New Jersey Devils. Melissa H, you got New York Islanders. Gary H, New York Rangers. Tim S, you got Ottawa. Ben W, Flyers. David P, you got Phoenix. Rescindo, you got Pittsburgh. Timothy B, St. Louis. Stacy M, San Jose. Steve S, you got Tampa Bay. Martin L, you've got Toronto. Rescindo, Vancouver. Steve S, you got Washington. And Christian M with Winnipeg. All right, that's the lineup here for Hockey Leveler number 1. Any trades, please do so now. Chicago can be very good in some of these boxes, Joe. I can tell you. But it's all relative. I'm a Blackhawks fan, so I'm kind of biased. Sorry. Just being honest. I would, but Chicago can pull some good stuff in some of these boxes. Yep. Some of the Jonathan Toews patches are ridiculous in prime. First time I've been doing... Who's done Showcase? Who's done Fleer Showcase before? I haven't cracked this before. Anybody cracked some Showcase hockey before? All right. Rescindo, is this the stuff you pulled that big card out of a while back, man? That you sent me? You sent me a picture of? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. All right. All right, last call for trades. Last call for trades. Let's rip it out. Everybody's saying rip, no trades. Let's go. Let's stop talking. Let's just go. Sounds good, buddy. Sounds good. Here we go. Let's do the break. Rescindo asking for a Crosby. All right. Good old Fleer Showcase. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. All right. Every card ships. Here we go. Starting it right off here. Tanner Pearson. Look at this. 185, a 375. Kings. And that is Chris S. Nice. Is that 2-color? Yeah, nice 2-color patch. Almost 3-color looked like. And that is Chris coming out to you, buddy. Chris S. Very nice, man. That was nasty. Dustin Brown, Kings. Had one stuck here. All right. So we're off to a good start. What do we need to move on to level 2, by the way? Who's got the rules up to move on to level 2? Ooh, there's my boy, Jeremy Roenick. NHL All-Star card. All right. Jeremy Roenick. Drew Doughty. Here's a dummy card. Still rolling here in the break. There's a good goalie right there, Jimmy Howard for the Wings. Taylor Hall, Oilers. Paul Coffey, all right. All right. Here's a Eric Lindros, Maple Leafs, and Getzlaf Ducks. All right, still rolling here in the Hockey Levler. We're on level 1. Carey Price, Bobby Ryan. Ooh, here's a Hot Prospects duo. Masnick and Hellberg, 99 of 299. All right. Who's got Nashville? Ron P. There you go, buddy. Ron P. That's coming out to you. Get you a dummy card. Stahl and Franzen. All right, we're still rolling here in the Hockey Levler. Cards getting stuck here. There we go. Berglund. Here is a Hot Prospects right here. 325 of 399. Penguins automatically going to win this because they are 2 or 3 on the card. So that's Pittsburgh, and that is Rosendo coming out to you. By rule, you got to own 2 or 3. Automatically goes to Rosendo. 2 Penguin spots. By our rule, here is a dummy card. And Nugent Hopkins, and all right. We're on to the next set. Next up, Malkin. There's a Patrick Kane, Blackhawks. Photo right there for the Kings. That's cool. Dummy, Bossy, and Gagne. Here is a... Come on, buddy. Come on, camera. I know. Pavel Bure right there. Wrong team, though. Seth Jones. Rookie card. 31 of 499 Nashville. That is Ron P. Coming out to you. Ron P. Very nice. Get you a dummy card. Stamkos and Backstrom. All right. Yeah, I hate those dummy cards, Joe, too, man. Robinson right there, Canadians. Kreider, Ovechkin. Pulled his auto redemption out of the last box. All right. Email Jennifer, Ted, seriously. Steve Yzerman, there he is. All right. It's my boy from NHL 95. Hartnell right there. Flyers, Brett Hall, Blues. Check that out right there. Get you a dummy card, Gagner, and all right. Oh, is that right? Sweet, man. He played against my boys. They were arch rivals of the Hawks, but I still like the guy. Thanks, Vero G. Ryan Miller. Here's a green Gallagher. Oh, yeah. Montreal. Very nice. That is, ooh, man, check this out. 7 of 10. Montreal. Gary H. Gary, all I do is pull hits for him. Gary H. Very nice green. I like it. All right. We should do some more of this stuff. We should do some more of this stuff. I like it. There we go. Rinko right here, Buffalo. Sweet, I like those city cards. Kessler and Chara, all right. Yeah, that'd be cool, Dave. I wouldn't mind seeing that myself, man. All right, next up. Card style, okay, let's make sure. Jonathan Quick. Elias, ooh, man, check this one out. Uniformity right here. All right, New York Rangers. And that is Gary H. coming out to you. Hagelin Miller right there. Gary H. Here's a Niemi. All right. Dude, I don't make the boxes, man. I just open the packs, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't believe there's a number on that one. Nope, no number on that one. No number, I looked. No number on that one. Alright, next up. Couture right there. Barkov. Here's a Miller, Ducks, Patrick Roy. Alright, real goalie right there. Alright, next up. Sedin. Rask right here. Here's Eric Lindros. Flyers, Skybox. Oh yeah, watch out. There's my boy Taze for my Hawks. All right. Forsberg. There's a Wayne Gretzky. All right. Ooh, check this out. Wow, look at this patch right here. 8 of 13. Malkin for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Red glow. Holy smokes. Pittsburgh Rescindo. Yes, sir. Look at that. Pure nastiness. Rescindo, that's coming out to you, man. All right. And Tavares right here. And Marley. Okay, cool. Let me get the stuff out of the way here. That was nice. All right, we're on to level 2 of the break. We're on to level 2. Let me put these cards away real quick, and we'll do the next. What's the next box? What's the next box, and what do we need to move on to level 3? What do we need to move on? Pretty much, Tim. You could say that, buddy. You could pretty much say that, yep. All right. Old Western Conference card. All right. All right, let's do Trilogy. Let's do old Trilogy Hockey. Here we go. Good old Trilogy. Oh, yeah. I have pulled some money stuff out of this stuff, I can tell you right now. I have pulled some money stuff out of this product right here. All right, so Western Conference card, right? All right. We should do more Hockey Levler, serious. Seriously. We should do more Cobras. We should at least break one Hockey Cobra break every day. I know a couple of people in here agree with me on that. That's just the greatest mixer ever when it comes to hockey. You cannot put two better products together, NT and Prime. Just doesn't get any better than that. It's like the perfect marriage of products. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Let's do it. Trilogy Hockey. Get you a couple hockey cards. Move this mic out of the way. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, first up. Every card ships out. Here's a Mike Modano. Watch out. Here is, come on, camera, be my friend. There we go. Hasek, Howard, Marzik right there for the Red Wings. Star Spotlight. Past, present, future. Oh, yeah. And that is Gary H. Unbelievable. Coming out to you, sir. Gary H. He is on fire, man. Have we pulled a Western Conference card yet? I'm getting scared that we're not going to move on. So Gilmore, Naslin. Ooh, man, we got a Ryan Murphy auto. Look at this. Level 2 auto. And that is numbered 208 of 399. Who's got Carolina? That is Dave S. Dave S. There you go, buddy. That's coming out to you. Very nice. Dave S. That's right. There you go. All right. Next up, we got a Andrew Fleury. And then, ooh, man. Andre Fleury right there for Ice Scripts card. Wow. I love those. Who's got Pittsburgh? That is Rescindo. Rescindo. There you go, buddy. Unbelievably nasty. Unbelievably nasty right there. Rescindo, that's coming out to you. Very nice. Yep, good for you, man. Here is a Doug Wilson Blackhawks. And then we got a, Lachniuk right there for, wow, rookies. There, another level 2, Tim. There you go, buddy. 235 of 399. Who's got Montreal? Gary H. Again. That's coming out to you. Gary H. Wow. What? Yep, there's his auto. Very nice. Gary, that's coming out to you, man. Good stuff. All right, Weiss right here. Carey Price, Ron Francis, Savard, Solani Lindros. Here's the Crystal Premier right here. Jonas Broden, 104 of 255. Check that out. Who's got Minnesota? Who has Minnesota? That is Dave R. Dave R. coming out to you. All right, next up. Here's a Nugent Hopkins, Alec Kopitar. And then we got another auto here. Oulet right here. Another Montreal hit. Wow. And that's unbelievable. Unbelievable. It is 2 of 399. And that is Gary H. Coming out to you again. Wow. Jeez. What a break he's having. Ooh, I seen a redemption. Watch out. Here's a Brad Richards, Taylor Hall, Fleury, Raw right there. And let's see what the redemption is. Let's see what the redemption is here. Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Bad printing on here. 2013-14 NHL Trilogy Signatures. I'm trying to read it, Tim. Yeah, who's got... Okay, is that Nugent Hopkins, I believe? Yes. Okay, who's got Edmonton? That is T. Mike and Kim. Uh-oh. T. Mike and Kim. Edmonton, yep. That's exactly right. Very nice, T. Mike, coming out to you, buddy. Yes, sir. Very nice. All right. All right, here we go. Here's a Robitaille right here, Luke Robitaille. Kane. Got a, ooh, what is this? Right here. All right, Colorado, Blues, and Oilers. Got to own 2 or 3 on these. Uh-oh, triple patch. Let's see here. Colorado is Clarence C. St. Louis is Timothy B. And Edmonton is T. Mike. I don't have to go random at the end. We'll save that for the end of the break. All right, and last pack. Holy smokes, if I can get this thing. All right, here we go. We have Lasky right there, Backstrom, Brett Hall, Franzine. Here's the auto. Nick Petrecki right here. It is 13 of 399, and that is San Jose. Stacy M. That's coming out to you, Stacy M. All right, good stuff. That'll do it for the trilogy portion of the Leveler. What is the next box, and what do we need to move on to level 4? What do we need in this one? That's right, it's time for Prime. Yes, sir. It is time for Prime. All right, we got a huge list. We got to pull 20 cards in this break to move on to level 4, which is awesome. We got 20 chances, or a chance from 20 cards, basically. So I'm going to pull the list up. So what we're basically looking for in this level to move the entire group is we're looking for a prime coverage card. Prime coverage. Click this link, Tim. All the names are on there. Scroll down to level 3. But what we're basically looking for is a prime coverage card. There's a 20 card checklist. All we have to do is pull one of these. So we're rooting for the fans of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Washington, Rangers, Pittsburgh, Toronto, Kings, Dallas, Montreal, and so on. Yep. So that's your teammate to move the entire group to the next box. Let's do it. Beautiful Prime right here. Beautiful box of Prime. Love this stuff. Good luck, everybody. So we need to pull a Prime coverage card. Prime coverage is all we need to move on to Rookie Anthology. Both boxes in this break have been great, by the way. All right. So good luck, everybody. Let's see if we can move the group to level 4. Let's see if we can do it. Come on, buddy. Me and that pack didn't get along too well. All right, first up is a 261 of 299 right there. That is Dallas. I think Dave was asking about them. Right there. And let's see. Dallas is Dave S. coming out to you. Dave S. Here we go. Here is a Pavel Bure. Holy smokes. I might have to buy this. Wow. 12 of 14. Good night. Good night. That is nice, man. Who's got the Rangers? And that is Gary H. Unbelievable. Gary H., dude, we might have to talk on this one, man. I might have to have this. That's one of my favorite hockey guys ever right there. Yep. Yep. Might have to talk to you on that one, man. I love that. Pavel Bure right there. All right. Next up, Jamie Benn. There you go, Dave. Here's Dallas, man. 5 of 10. Good night, Dallas. Dave S. coming out to you. 5 of 10. All right, next up. 14 of 200 right there. Yager and Roenick. Wow, what a box so far. Let's see, that's Pittsburgh and Chicago, of course. Pittsburgh is Rosendo, and Chicago is Joe W. So that's going to have to go to random. Going to have to go to the old random. Here's a Petrecki, another Petrecki auto. Wow, 35 of 199. San Jose, Stacy M. That's coming out to you, Stacy M. We got a, good God, what a box of Prime. 33 of 99. Ryan Spooner. Prime Signatures card. Who's got Boston? That is Timothy B. Coming out to you, sir. Timothy B. And then we got a Prime Namesakes. Eric Lindros. Holy crap, what a box of Prime. Good Lord. Philadelphia Flyers, Ben W. Unbelievably nasty right there. Ben W. Prime is just loaded. And then we've got a Brad Richards, 13 of 299 New York Rangers, and that is Gary H. So I don't think we pulled a Prime coverage card, I'm sorry to say. But what a break. What a break that was, those 3 boxes. Got a couple randoms to do here real quick. Unfortunately, we'll not go on to Rookie Anthology, but we had a great break. Yeah, Tucker, I might have to after that one, buddy. God, what a break, dude. Or we could do NT and then the Cobra, man. I got one of those up, buddy. That was a great break. All right, let's do this one first. Between the Avs, Blues, and Oilers. Mike, I agree. Prime's been super hot tonight, man. Those 2 boxes of Prime have just been beyond stupid, like in a good way. I'm serious. All right, let me set it up here for the random. All right, Colorado is Clarence C. St. Louis is Timothy B. And Edmonton is T. Mike. All right, this is the first card on the screen right here. This is for Clarence C., Timothy B., and T. Mike. All right, number 1 after 7 will get the card. Good luck, participants. Here we go. Number 1 after 7. There's 1. Here comes number 2, 3, Razzle Dazzle 4. Come on, buddy. Come on, be my friend. There we go. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Timothy B. is the winner. All right, that one's coming to you, sir. All right, next up is the Prime Duels card right here. Prime Duels 14 of 200 right here. All right, this is between Pittsburgh and Chicago. And that is Joe W. and Recindo. Yep, I got you, buddy. Oh, there's a bonus in this. Recindo threw in for everybody that bought in the break. All right, here we go. Recindo R, Joe W. Here we go. There's 1. Here comes number 2, 3, Razzle Dazzle 4, 5, 6, and 7. Joe W. is the winner. Joe W. All right, that one's coming to you, man. Yager Ronick, 14 of 200. Very nice card. I like it. Yes, sir. All right, next up. All right, let me show you guys this real quick. Let me show you this real quick. Racindo's giving 3 cards away to everybody that bought into the break. Let me show you guys all of these. All right, first one, we're going to do a random one time. The Gallagher, whoever gets number 1 position after 7 will get this card Racindo has given away. Going to give us away. I'll send him the information. Okay. So someone will get this one. Number 1 will get that. And then number 2 and 3. 2 will get Lidstrom right here, and 3 will get Carter patches that Racindo threw in the break for everybody that joined. I thought it was real cool of him to do that. All right. So 2 gets Lidstrom, 3 gets Carter, and number 1 gets the Gallagher quad. All right, let me set it up. Let me take Racindo's name out as he requested, of course. And this will be everybody that bought into the break will have a chance at those 3 cards. All right, Racindo, you had 3 spots in this, right? Yep, Racindo, you had 3. All right, here we go. Let's do it. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Here we go. Here's the entire list, with except Racindo. For the cards he gives, given away, mail them to you. Here's 1. Here comes number 2, 3, Razzle Dazzle 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, here is the winners. Kevin M. Gallagher will go to you. Card number 2, Timothy B. And 3 is Gary H. Kevin M., Timothy B., and Gary H. Very nice. Very nice. That are coming out to you. The Gallagher card is Kevin M. The Lidstrom card is Timothy B. And Carter card is Gary H. All right, good stuff. That'll do it for Hockey Leveler number 1. Let's save that for YouTube.